Well, I think I do. My dad was a football coach, and so obviously, everything that I remember in the fall was always there's a football game on the weekend, whether it be Saturday or Sunday. And so, when I had a chance to come back in 2011 with the Broncos and be the GM there, it was obviously a great thrill for me. And there's no question I used my experiences that I had as a player, as players I wanted to be with in the locker room, and how we won, and the difference between when we didn't win a Super Bowl, and what was the difference between winning a Super Bowl and not winning a Super Bowl, and the type players that we liked in the locker room, but also, and even probably more importantly, the type of coaches I wanted and the type of systems that we have. And I think that gives me definitely an advantage, having done all that, played that, and done it for so long, that's kind of what I use as my reference now, and that's why I'm excited about Vic. Vic's kind of a throwback, straightforward, no BS to him, and gets to the point. So, it's more of a personal preference what you like, and have that experience definitely helps me in my position now.
What would you consider your philosophy when it comes to being a general manager? Because I think it's one of those positions where everyone feels like they can do it either because of fantasy football or Madden or whatever the case may be. But what is your specific philosophy to what is a very competitive and difficult position?
It's kind of changing because it sets up to what your team is and what your team is best at. I think if you look at early in my career, we're very fortunate to have Peyton Manning. He got released in Indianapolis, and we were able to recruit him and talk him into coming to Denver. And he came in and had 4 great years with us. But I think if you look at it, the first year in Super Bowl 30 or 48, we went to the Super Bowl. Peyton broke all the records, passing yards, and threw 55 touchdown passes. But we struggled in the Super Bowl. We played the Seahawks. We got banged up in the playoffs with some injuries, and Von Miller was out for the Super Bowl. But we struggled there and kind of got manhandled by the Seahawks. And so at that point in time, I said, we're going to make sure we take care of Peyton, and the best way to do that is play good defense. And so we kind of turned it around, signed DeMarcus Ware and T.J. Ward and Aqib Talib. And so 2 years later, we're back in the Super Bowl with the top defense. And we're able to play great. The defense played great, and we're able to beat the Carolina Panthers Super Bowl 50. So it kind of depends on where your football team is at that time. And, and obviously, it's an adjustment when you lose a guy like Peyton Manning, and he retires. And, we've worked on trying to, figure that spot out. We feel good about with Joe now, but that's a tough position to fill. And so that kind of continued, like I said, the philosophy, depending on how your football team is, always changing. But I think we've really gone to, you want quality football, you want quality players, you want quality character guys too, because quality character allows you in tough times to get through the tough times. If you don't have quality there and quality leadership there, you end up, you can't pull yourself out of a bad streak. And so that's why leadership and quality people are so important.